Yep. Here's our first level up. The Birds. One of Alfred Hitchcock's the best. And yes, I do actually have more than one copy. I can already tell you that so far, it's been great. Now, audio-wise, it's the same. It's a 2.0 Master DTS audio track, so no differences there, even on this great sound system. But, in terms of the picture quality, big difference. Now, first of all, this is like 1960s film, color. It is an actual widescreen film, believe it or not. In fact, I could just make out the black bar at the bottom, and this was on both the Blu-ray and the 4K, and even when I had this originally on DVD. And yet, it's very, very good quality. I'm going to say that now. This is one of Alfred Hitchcock's best movies, in all fairness. It's right up there with Psycho. And yet, well, what can I say? Now, let's get the technical stuff out of the way first. The film definitely, I don't think this recording is going to give you the best picture quality for what I'm telling you, but this gives you some idea. This film has such great color to it. In fact, this was one of the reasons. He even went out of his way to use very difficult yet very effective visual effects text instead of the normal blue screen tech they use, because during this time blue screen was notorious for a bleed through effect where the blue color would be on like everything. It would just envelop everything. So they had to find little tricks so they could like rotoscope out the blue light onto the characters, and also to prevent the bleed through or you losing part of what you're trying to keep on the screen, basically. And in this film's case, they did a very good job. Now, I'm not going to claim everything has aged well. Believe me, some stuff, especially now with 4K transfer, high dynamic range, and this big of a TV, it definitely has not aged super well. There's a couple of sequences where I'm like going just, God help me. Oh, by the way, there's my surround sound receiver and my Xbox. Yeah, but I can tell you right now, even with just 2.0 mono or stereo soundtrack, this is a great sounding film. So, yeah, but it's great. It's just incredible. The color, though, is where I want to get, stuff. High dynamic range is notorious for making the darks darker, the brights brighter, certain kinds of colors just vibrant as hell, and yet it's like what you would see in the theater. In a sense, I'm getting to see this as if it was in theaters again. It has been remastered to as much as it's going to get, and, basically this is as good as I think the film is going to get, unless they got the guys who did Jaws' restorative job, and even then they would have to go back, I think, to the original bloody film negative. I don't even know if there's any left, to be fair, and Jaws took like almost a year to be remastered. That was how serious it was. Yet, with what I got right here, it's still incredible to look at. The skin tones are just incredible, and I had to pause for too long. Sorry, guys. That happens with Universal movies. And yeah, I guess that way. I can do that.
Going to bring about the end of the world.
I didn't know there were many crows.
And of course, I'm getting a little, right now, it could be I have a problem with one of my cables, but I'm getting the occasional audio, which I really hate. The occasional audio thing. So right now I am having a little audio problem, but in all fairness, it's not that big of a deal. It's still a damn good film. And it's great. It only happens usually when I skip a chapter or pause it, and sometimes I've had to pause it just so I can like stare in awe at everything they have. It's just beautiful. This definitely blows the Blu-ray out of the water. Now the Blu-ray is still recommended. In fact, I have some pretty good points there. We first of all have the 4K copy right there. Pretty nice. HD picture and stuff. And as you'll notice, it also comes with the Blu-ray edition. Now this is good if you don't have, you know, the Blu-ray. And here's my older Blu-ray edition of the film. It was also when they were doing these cool art styles. And check it out. Same disc. So that's good to know. And as you can see, there's all the stuff on the back. As you'll notice, that's kind of what the color variant looked like on the Blu-ray right there. But here on this actual footage, the darks are darker. There's actually more detail in each character's skin tone. She and him right here have much darker skin tones to this older lady right here. It's hard to tell on the video I'm watching, but when I look at them, it's really apparent. So that works. The bottles and stuff. It's actually really nice looking, and it's just amazing. And it also has all the special features. And the cool thing is, because it's Universal, the special features are also on the 4K. So that's the cool thing right there. But it's just there. It pops. It's beautiful. Now, what about the premise here? Well, let's give a quick review. Basically, the film starts in San Francisco. Our dear lady right here decides that she's going to bring some lovebirds to a guy she suddenly like, ooh, he's cute. But also they have this back and forth of, you know, flirting and also kind of getting on each other's nerves. Eventually, they make it to Bodego Bay, close to San Francisco, so this is in California. And as she drops these pair of lovebirds off, she gets attacked by a seagull. I live in Vegas. I've actually seen seagulls pop up here in Vegas. We're more than 300 miles away from the nearest ocean. How am I getting seagulls in Vegas? Anytime I see that, I think back to this bloody movie, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God, I do not want to have that kind of a sequence. Or the whole sequence with the kids. No, no, no. She wants to, you know, that whatever that song is. Anyways. Now, the cool thing is, the sequences work very well.
Bodega Bay this time of year.
The crow is a permanent resident throughout its range. In fact, during our Christmas count, we recorded...
How many gulls
Oh, one moment.
did count, Mrs. Bundy?
Which girls, Mr. Scholes? There are several varieties.
Ones have been playing devil with my fishing boats.
Have you had trouble with gulls?
One of my boats did last week.
This young lady was hit by a gull only Saturday.
Deke, I'm still waiting for the...
So, yeah. But basically, the premise is, you know, she comes to the town, and then all of a sudden, like the dude says, she got attacked by a seagull. One bird. And then, everything just keeps building and building. The next time something happens, there's a seagull who does a kamikaze run right into a door. Then, there's this birthday party, and it's just a cool sequence. But the cool thing is that Hitchcock was a master of suspense and other things. He did a slow build-up to every sequence that comes in. And he does a very good job. I'm also going to say that for a movie this age, they even showed a dead guy with his eyes missing. His eyes missing! Black cavernous things. Like how I look at you now. Aren't you scared? Yes, you're scared. Okay, good. Anyhow. And then, of course, it continues to escalate and escalate and escalate. And in fact, the scene before this at the school, holy crap. There's just birds everywhere. But here's the thing. It starts with that music playing in the background. No, no, no. One bird. Two birds. Three birds. Four birds. Here's number 5. Why is there number 6? And then you just see her for like a span of around 15 seconds doing nothing but smoking a cigarette, looking back because she's waiting for both her friend and the sister of the guy she's trying to get the attention of and stuff. She wants to talk with them and stuff. But then she turns back in. It's like, holy shit. Just a wall of birds. And it's right where the kids are going to go. Their playground equipment. And literally, in perfectly dubbed over audio, you hear the teacher going, all right, class, now we're going to go outside and play. Yeah, there's an army of birds, probably more than like 300 waiting there. Yeah, that's the last thing you need is, ah! This is where we peck them. This is where we fly. This is where they get bird shitted on. Earn your feathers, boys. Look. Pretty much that kind of a setup. And then all of a sudden, I don't know how these kids can be this damn loud. She tells them, we're doing a fire drill, silence your asses, and run home. And of course, and wow, Bird Central attack. I mean, and if you think the kids are not, like, this is a movie during this time, they would never heard of, there's kids that are getting all scraped up and shit. I mean, just holy crap. This film actually has a body count. Okay? A 1960s film has a body count that makes certain slasher films look bad. I'm not kidding. These birds have a body count. Holy shit. And this movie's old. I highly recommend it for Halloween. And they did try to do a sequel, and I'm surprised Universal hasn't been like, you know, we kind of need a new film. Let's remake The Birds. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. Maybe it's something to do with Alfred Hitchcock's estate or the original author that this is set up on. And also a really scary thing is that the guy who created the novel or story that this is based on, it was actually based on something that really happened. You're never going to look at that sparrow again, are you? Same way, or that pigeon. In fact, I'm like, yo, kitty, here's a catnip toy. Take out that bird for me, please. Take out the bird. Bird? Kill the bird? Thank you. Anytime I see a cat like, wow, and the bird's like, holy shit! I sometimes get, for some reason, happy about that. Yeah, don't know why. It's a bird thing. But either way, it works. Needless to say, I'm going to say I endorse this movie. I like it. It's actually really good. And it does actually make a really good one on Halloween. Also, if you want, pick up Psycho to watch before this. And good old Rear Window. But not the Psycho that's starring Vince Vaughn. That one sucks. Everybody agrees with it. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe. And I'll have more Halloween videos for you. And more stuff. See you next time.